Hello, YouTubers. My name is Xfactor, and today we're going to be playing some Parasol Storm, Conquest Size Large, where nothing is safe, land, air, or sea. Jets, helicopters, ribs, jet ski, it is all on the menu, and my attack boat is very, very hungry. Nom, 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 nom. So my question is this. Do you have bad luck? Is it limited to a particular part in your life or your lifestyle? Well, today I'm going to be talking about my personal life, which I really don't do all that often because I cannot believe my luck when it comes to vehicles. I've always had horrible luck with vehicles, and this weekend was no exception. I was in yet another accident with Mrs Xfactor in my side, who went straight into panic mode. She does not deal well in high traffic situations because we were on one of the busiest highways in my area at dinner rush. It was dark out, and it was a construction zone. There was simply nowhere for our car to go. It was not a good situation, and we had to wait at least 20 minutes for a state trooper, and then, of course, the tow truck. But that's not the first accident I've been in. I'll go through the details of that in a couple seconds. I've been in a lot of accidents. I've just never caused them, including my last vehicle, my Cadillac. I was hit and run by Grandma on a 3-lane road that links downtown to a big suburb. So you're talking 50 to 60 miles an hour, 3 lanes of crazy traffic. I was in the far right lane. She was in the far left lane, and she tried to make a right-hand turn onto a 4-lane intersection and cut through 2 lanes of traffic. She clipped me, blew up my back end. My rear end got loose. I turned around to come back to the intersection to get off the crazy side. She was gone, and we found out who she was by accident. There were witnesses at the scene who stayed behind, informed the police that I most certainly got hit and that it was a little old lady. So check out how we found out who this was. I called my insurance agent after the police had given me the report, did not cite me, said I was not at fault, I'm in the clear. And he says, hey, I heard a black Cadillac got squashed today by a little old lady. I go, wait, how do you know about that? What the heck is going on? She's my client. She says, you hit her. I go, well, there's a police report that says I definitely didn't hit her. He goes, yeah, I figured something was up because she didn't stay at the scene. So they took care of that. I didn't have to pay my deductible, and I was in the clear, but it was like $7,000 damage to my Cadillac because she hit the quarter panel. And, of course, when they hit the quarter panel of a vehicle, that is a lot of work, and I didn't have my vehicle for 2.5 weeks because she hit one of my rims. My Cadillac had very special edition, limited edition performance rims, and it took that like 10 days to get in. So then I start having a couple babies, and Mrs. Xfactor says, well, you can't have that type of car anymore. We need you to have something a little bit safer for the baby. So I get a Buick GS with the 20-inch performance rims and tires with the massive Brembo brakes, the McPherson struts, the customizable suspension in the cabin with the dampening system. A lot of fun if it's not raining and not snowing out. I convinced her that it was a much safer vehicle for when she and the babies are in the car. The thing corners like a beast, and it's an absolute dream to drive and a lot of fun. But I've had a lot of bad luck with it. So the first thing that happened to my vehicle was it was broken into. Instead of just smashing the window, they took what looked like a screwdriver and pried the actual frame of the door. Who does that? So they replaced the door. He scraped up some other stuff, some inside paneling when the glass broke. Lost my vehicle for a couple days. Then you might remember this picture right here after I knocked down this jet trying to make a strafe. That's a bus. And it most certainly ran over my backside. It actually pushed me over that concrete median. They had to replace a couple rims in my car. Obviously, the trunk, quarter panel, and some other stuff. Did not have my vehicle for about 15 days because if I remember, it fell over a holiday, and it took forever to get my rims in. So then a little time goes on, and a couple weeks ago, I'm trying to get my favorite food when I'm on the go. Went downtown to a pita pit, real healthy, real quick. I'm in a parking spot, and a young buck backs into my car when I'm in park, and I'm just hammering on the song of my people, the horn. He crunches into me, gets out, and instantly starts freaking out because he's a little bit younger, and this might have been his first accident. He talked about the bad week he had. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do you a favor. I put my phone down. I stopped dialing the non-emergency number because all he's going to get is a ticket, which is even going to worsen his situation more than likely. I take a look at the bumper. It does have some damage. I say, listen, I'll go get an estimate before we get your insurance involved. He says, oh my gosh, it'd be great if I could pay that out of pocket if it's a couple $100, which I thought it would be. I then got the estimate. it was $900 because they've got to completely replace the bumper because they found some cracks in it, not just messed up paints and little scratches. But hey, the good news is he didn't get a ticket. With all the things that have happened to my vehicles, I figured I had some good vehicle karma coming my way finally, but that simply was not the case. Mrs. Xfactor and I almost got squashed like a bug over the weekend. We went out a little bit early for Sweetest Day because we had a family event on Saturday to go to. We're coming back. The traffic is thick. It is bad, and we're in a construction zone. That means lanes aren't as wide as they usually are. And it's one of the busiest on-ramps in the area, so there are just cars everywhere. All of a sudden, the traffic pattern drastically shifts. It's bumper-to-bumper traffic. Everybody's doing 60, and they're just trying to get out of the way of something that came out of nowhere because there's about 2 cars ahead of us. I try to swerve as much as possible because it is lightly raining. The roads are just a little bit slick, and it's too little, too late. There's a 6-foot wide, what seems to be a piece of concrete in the road that may or may not be 3 to 4 inches tall. I miss it with the majority of my car, but clip it with the right side of my car. Both rims instantly blow up the tires. These are 20-inch Pirelli P0s. There might only be about 2.5 inches of rubber. Definitely not enough to absorb something like that. Blew out the rims and tires instantly, yanked my car to the right. Before I hit it, I swerved to the left as much as possible. We were about 3 inches from kissing a semi on the left. And then everybody behind me started freaking out in traffic, cars screeching to a halt, swerving all over the place. It was horrible. That lump of traffic got through it, and that right there is the aftermath. Both sides are sitting on the ground once the tow truck dropped us off at our destination, and we're just waiting for somebody to pick us up because it was raining. We almost got squashed like a bug after we were pulled over on the side of the road because people continued to keep swerving. People did hit this thing, and headlights were just bopping up and down until the state trooper showed up 20 minutes later and somebody had gotten it out of the road. It was an absolute nightmare. Bad luck abound with my vehicles. I don't know what I could do to change my luck. My question is this: what do you have bad luck? Is it a little bit of everything, or is it just one thing? If you guys want to hear more from my personal life, let me know because I don't often open up about stuff like this. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys soon.